Has the special relationship soured? Trump is fed up with Theresa May's schoolmistress tone as he snubs Britain by not holding talks with the PM at the G7. Donald Trump is growing increasingly irritated by Theresa May's schoolmistress tone amid signs the special relationship is fraying, according to reports. The U.S. president has snubbed his British counterpart and will not hold a formal bilateral with her at the G7 in Canada today, but he will sit down with Emmanuel Macron. Mr. Trump is reportedly fed up with Mrs. May because she always focuses on policy discussion rather than normal conversation, his allies told the Daily Telegraph. The thinks that the PM is taking advantage of the long-standing special relationship, it has been claimed. A former White House official who has been present in meetings between the pair said, "No offense, but she is basically a school mistress. I'm not sure anyone gets on well with her." A senior diplomat to the U.S. told the newspaper that the Prime Minister's increasing demands were putting a strain on their relationship. Mr. Trump is said to be annoyed that Mrs. May publicly condemns his actions, like when she rebuked him for retweeting the anti-Muslim propaganda put out by the far-right Britain First group. It comes as the Washington Post reported that the president regards Mrs. May as being too politically correct. Mrs. May brushed off the report, telling reporters, "I just get on and make sure that I'm delivering. That's the job of any politician." But it is a blow to the PM who hopes to strike a post-Brexit trade deal with the United States. And in a fresh knock to the UK-US relationship, it was confirmed that Mrs. May will no sit down for a formal bilateral with Mr. Trump at the G7. The U.S. leader will find time to hold talks with the French President Mr. Macron and the Canadian leader Justin Trudeau. The U.S. leader is at odds with the other 6 countries in the group, the UK, Canada, Germany, France, Italy and Japan, over his protectionist tariffs on steel and aluminium imports. Mr. Trump is not expected to spend as long at the summit in Charlevoix, Quebec, as other leaders, leaving little time for formal bilateral meetings in front of the world's press. But he is scheduled to meet Canada's Justin Trudeau and France's Emmanuel Macron. While the Prime Minister was the first world leader to be hosted by Mr. Trump when he became president, the two have struggled to form a close political relationship. During that visit, made famous for the image of Mrs. May holding hands with Mr. Trump, the Prime Minister invited the president for a state visit, but the date was only recently set. Angela Merkel, the German chancellor, has also reportedly had a difficult time connecting with the president.